How's it going, FGCU fans? I'm John Vittas as we continue our coaches series of interviews. We're heading over to the sand for this one to talk a little beach volleyball with Eagles head coach Chris Sweat. Chris, thanks for some time.
Hey, not a problem. I appreciate it.
So first of all, congratulations, the only undefeated head coach at FGCU this year. So your first season was a perfect one. You went 4-0, but obviously it did not end the way you wanted. The overwhelming majority of the season was wiped out due to the COVID crisis, and you guys don't start till April. So you were the most affected in terms of 2019-20 school year, but you do have that little undefeated season to brag about in the office.
Oh, yeah. It was the season started out so well. We had our spring break. We did 2-a-days, a lot of intense training for 8 days leading up to it. We're 3-0 going into our last match against defending Division II national champion Tampa. And every game was within 2 points or went to a tie-break set. We won that match 3-2 and celebrated on Sunday, got right back to work on Monday. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, started to hear the chatter. Thursday, I was actually driving to the airport to go pick up the vans to go over to a tournament at FAU when the head coach called me there and said, hey, our conference is canceled. An hour later, I got a call from the coach for University of Houston Baptist. He called and said, we're canceling, and just a snowball effect, everything. And the next 72 hours was just on top of the world to season's over.
Yeah, a very quick season. It all happened so fast. But the good news for your program is that almost everybody is back next season.
Oh, yeah.
And we know what that group has accomplished at Alico Arena on the indoor court. And a lot of those players are on your team as well. You kind of share the rosters, and you've got some beach-only players as well. But as you kind of look into the crystal ball for next season, how good could this team be?
It's going to be, I think, one of our greatest years. We're going to have our biggest beach volleyball class. We have 3 freshmen coming in. Been watching them for the last couple of years, all very dedicated, very motivated, want to get to college and prove themselves. We're going to have 11 beach-only girls in the fall, which we've never had more than 6. So having 11 out there in the fall only is going to be an amazing accomplishment. And in the spring, we're going to have either 15 or 16 out there, and it's going to be our biggest number yet. And with all the returners, it's going to be competitive. And that's what you're looking for. You're looking for each girl to push each other. It's just such a different animal than indoor with 6 girls on the court. With only 2 girls out there, you play in pairs, so only the top 10 play. I mean, everyone's fighting for those top 10 spots.
Yeah, and we're pretty familiar with some of the indoor players that we talked about with Coach Botsford on a team that went 27-5, and they're stars for you too. Courtney Van Loo, Snowy Burnham, and plenty of others. But in terms of the beach-only players who make a large impact for your team and have very talented skill sets, I know Kayla Whetstone's a big piece for you. Sherston Gardner as well. Give the FGCU fans a few names of some of the top beach athletes.
Oh, for sure. Kayla, her and Snowy broke the wins record our last full season. So technically 2 years ago, but really what I consider our last time playing. I mean, she's already on pace to break the FGCU wins record. KG stepped right up. She played at the ones her freshman year and took down some of the best teams in the country. We have really good freshman sophomore class, all competing at top level. It's going to be really great seeing the freshmen come in and push everyone. We have a lot of younger girls, so I think it's really going to help the competitiveness.
And I find the give and take between beach and indoor fascinating because Coach Botsford always talks about how his indoor players benefit significantly from the beach season, where it's obviously harder playing on sand. There's only 2 of you out on the court, so you have to be well-rounded players and kind of be able to do everything out there. In terms of working with Coach Botsford on the schedule and making sure that the girls are at the top of their game at the right time of the year and also stay healthy, what's that like and how does it work?
It's been a pretty awesome dynamic with Matt throughout the years. I mean, I don't think I could have done what I've been doing at FGCU for 6 years without his support, without him giving me control in the fall. We practice all fall on the beach while they practice indoor, and he gives me free reign. He pops in there when he can, but he doesn't micromanage. He's the exact person you look for at a head coach. He's always there when I have questions. He's always there helping me out. But being out in the fall all year, we're training all fall. When the indoor girls come out, like you said, it's such a different dynamic. The approaches, the way you pass, everything you do, it takes the indoor girls a couple practices to get back to it, kind of broad jump into the ball. But Matt is recruiting such good athletes that, I mean, they pick it up very quick. like you mentioned, Courtney Van Loo can absolutely smash the ball indoor, and when she gets out on that sand, she can absolutely do that as well. And once she gets her sand legs, it is like, hey, watch out, she's coming for you.
And then you have the very difficult task once they're all together of trying to create partners of how
Oh yeah.
who they're going to compete with when you play other teams. What's that like? Because you look at the lineups you put out there in those first few games, and you had Courtney playing with a freshman in Shelby Beisner as opposed to some of the upperclassmen who she might be closer with.
Yeah, it's definitely a challenge. We try to get, especially during spring break when we do the two-a-days, we try and see as many different combos and pairs. Everyone has their strengths and weaknesses on the beach. So you try and pair someone up with someone's a better blocker, you put them with a really good defender. If someone's a really good hitter, try to get them with a really good setter. But like for the example of Courtney and Shelby, Shelby is so athletic and I mean going to be an awesome player for FGCU. And Courtney's leadership out there, putting a junior with a freshman like that, even though Courtney's not a full-time beach player, but she's always keeping her partner up. She's always, I mean, she's used to big-time situations. She's not afraid of the moment. So, I mean, I was really excited to see how that pair, they played maybe 7-8 days together and played against University of Tampa. Their last match was like a 26-24 win, 24-22 loss. And then they lost I think a close one, like 16-14 or 15-13 that third. But that battle right there against a team that's been playing together all year just shows what that team is capable of.
Yeah, it's going to be an exciting few months for you guys as you get ready for next season with a lot of talent out there on the beach. As we wrap things up, we do want to address that you're in the FGCU volleyball royal family. Your twin brother is married to one of the more famous FGCU alums, Team USA Olympian Brooke Sweat. She was set to compete in the Olympics in Tokyo this summer. Obviously, that's been pushed back a year, but what's her mindset having to push everything back a year now?
I mean, when this all first happened, we were hoping, all right, it's March and April, like maybe it won't affect the Olympics. But as we saw it getting more serious, we knew it could be a possibility. I mean, they've been battling her and Carrie for the last 3 years, and they got the number 2 spot, and top 2 teams get to go. And now they're saying, hey, you got to wait another year to go. So it's going to be another year living out in California away from Nick, who lives in Florida. And just, I don't want to say grind, but I mean, she's been living out there. It'll be 9 years, I think, by the time the next Olympics is over, traveling back and forth. But if anyone can do it, it's Brooke. I mean, her mindset, her competitiveness, just all she wants to do is win in beach volleyball. And it's, I mean, you see her time in the gym, time rehabbing, time on the court, her preparation, the mental aspect of it all. There is nobody mentally stronger than Brooke. And if anyone can do it, her and Carrie are going to be able to make it in 2021 now.
Well, we can't wait to see Brooke out there. We can cheer on the Stars and Stripes, and we can't wait to see your team out there before that in the spring as well.
Oh yeah.
Chris Sweat, congratulations on an undefeated first season, and we're excited to see what the future holds.
I appreciate it, John. Thank you.